Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful day. And yeah, let's just jump right into this one. Today's video, we got Nuke's top 5 scary ghost videos you won't watch alone. This is his most recent upload. Unfortunately, we're a few days behind, but it's whatever. We're still here. We're still here. We're gonna do this together. But yeah, let's just jump right into this.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Chris has security cameras mounted all around his home. Late one night, the cameras capture a very bizarre incident in his living room. So, Chris is at home hanging out with his friends when all of a sudden a phone starts ringing. Now, there's nothing weird about that, right? Well, trust me, it all gets very weird very fast.
You can add bullets if you want to, Hunter. Well, that looks cool as shit. Alright, we need the code, I'm looking right at it. What? 70. What? No! No! What? No! What? That phone was just fucking ringing! Plugged in! It rang! That thing's not plugged in! No, I answered it! What? Did you hear it?
What?
Did you hear it? That was the phone! Yeah! What the f***? It rang! That's not plugged in! I ripped this out of the wall! That ain't plugged in! Alex! Alex! You found this phone with us and it just rang on the wall! No, it didn't. Yes, it fucking did! She answered it!
An old landline phone.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the guy who's ignoring everything that's going on right now? This dude is just... I don't give a shit, bro. I'm in VR, man. I'm here for it. You don't care about no ghost phone. This dude's in another world right now. I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate this guy who's just not giving a fuck about anything that's going on. Oh, that's funny.
An old landline phone that Chris has on his wall starts ringing and his friend Julie picks it up. However, there's no one on the line, just static. But this is where things take a very bizarre turn. You see, Chris found this phone in an old abandoned school and simply hung the phone on his wall as some sort of retro decoration. This phone is not plugged in to anything. There's absolutely no phone service or even a cable attached to this ringing landline phone. After his video went viral on TikTok, Chris followed up with a new video explaining exactly where he found the creepy phone.
So, backstory of how I got the phone. I was at an abandoned building exploring, and I was in the basement, and in the middle of the room, there's this phone on the wall. Perfect condition, worked and everything. So I ripped it out of the wall, ripped the cord off right off, brought it home so I could hang it up on my wall for decoration.
Chris says that right after the strange ringing, he and his friends opened up the phone and looked for anything suspicious that could explain the scary event. Even possibly a speaker hidden inside the phone as a prank. But they found nothing out of the ordinary, just a standard old telephone. They had no explanation for the bizarre ringing. So now, fearing that the phone might be cursed, Chris decides to return it to the place he found it.
What?
Which happens...
No! Why would you do that? Why? What, do you think the phone's gonna fucking start floating in the air and beat your ass while you sleeping? No, it's just gonna keep ringing. And you get views. You get famous. Ah, fame, money, hoes, and all that stuff. I don't know. I would never return that back to the school. I just found a haunted phone that sometimes, out of nowhere, just rings on its own for no explainable reason. Are you kidding me? That's like magic, baby. That's freaking fairy dust. Pah, magic, baby. and you just return it? Are you stupid? Don't do that. Found the goose that lays the golden egg, my guy, and you fucking returned the goose. What are you doing? Oh, youngins. Oh, young people.
To be the abandoned Cooley High School in Detroit, Michigan. The school opened in 1928 and due to budget cuts was later closed in 2010. Over its nearly 100-year history, the school was believed to be extremely haunted.
Fucking school, dude. Look at the size of that, dude. That's not a school. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's a lot of fucking seats.
On his trip to return the phone to the school, Chris is joined by Julie, his friend who earlier picked up the ringing phone, and his buddy Nathan. Chris records their entire exploration of the old abandoned school. And as you might guess, it did not go well.
Alright, so we're here at the school we got the phone from. I was trying to do live, but I don't have service in here. We have Nathan and the girl who answered the phone in the first place.
Hey.
It's been 7 days. You should be dead.
I hope I am.
You're actually probably gonna die tonight.
That's fine.
Alright, so I know the basement is on this side. Basement. Ooh. Dude, what if the phone rings in the backpack?
Dude, I would push you down the stairs.
I would push you down the stairs. Oh. Yeah, this is the room. Right, what the is in here? And there's this hole right here.
The big ass school, man.
Right there, that's the cord. I ripped it out of the wall. Alright, so Julie, take the phone out of the backpack and put it on the wall.
I don't want to touch it.
You picked it up so you can touch it.
Whatever goes is in it, I don't want it.
It starts ringing.
Alright, if there's any kind of ghost or whatever attached to this phone, make it ring again, brought it back.
Yeah.
What you wanted.
We brought it back. Where's that coming from?
That's not coming from the phone, bro.
Is it? What are you?
Where the is that coming from the other room?
Wait, why is there another phone down here? And why is it ringing?
Wait, guys, shh.
I hear nothing. I hear it.
Was that crazy?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. Come on, let's leave. Let's leave. This is a
Dude, yeah, no.
We gotta check that out.
no.
Yeah, I'm down with that guy. Go see what the hell that is. That just another phone? Go see what it is, man. I support that, man. I support him.
Why not? Dude, no, because this is how you f***ing die in movies. No.
Hey, fuck it, man.
No.
Shortly after Julie hangs the phone back in its original location in the school, the three friends start to hear unexplained ringing coming from somewhere inside the creepy abandoned building. Chris has had enough and just runs. His two friends follow and they all get out of there as fast as they can. To this day, Chris says that he has no intention of ever going back to the haunted Cooley High School.
You freaking wuss. You big old wussy boy. What the hell? You go back in that damn haunted school, and you go and investigate, and you go and explore. What the hell's wrong with you? Man up. Man up. What the hell's wrong with you, bro? He ain't about that life. He ain't about that life. That's fine. But you have a golden opportunity, my boy. and you just throwing it down a well. I'm just like, fuck it. You idiot. If I had a crazy, abandoned, massive building like that, let alone a school, well, I'd be all up in that shit. Every goddamn night. Recording everything. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Yes. Of course. I would be there all the time. That's content, baby. And I love that stuff. Oh, what a shame.
So did Chris capture a paranormal phone call from beyond? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. TikTok user Isaiah Castillo and his girlfriend Melissa are proud owners of a cute schnauzer named Haley. One night when Haley is alone in the couple's living room, this happens.
Dog's tripping. What the hell?
A security camera in the living room captures the moment when little Haley gets so spooked that she just runs away in sheer terror.
Oh my gosh.
Now first, unexplainably, the dog starts to bark at something we can't see. She then hops onto the couch, but something catches her attention on the back wall. Suddenly, she vaults off the couch in an absolute panic.
Wait, what
running
was
so
that?
wall. Suddenly, she vaults off the couch in an absolute panic, running so fast that she slides across the floor and crashes into the living room wall. As she runs, a vent cover can be seen falling to the floor at the same spot where the dog had been staring. Now, it's certainly possible that the vent could have fallen from the force of Haley jumping off the couch, but she can be seen staring at that spot before the vent even falls.
She probably heard
So
a
it
rattling
leaves
or
the
something.
question, what terrifying thing did the puppy see that made her bolt out of the room? Let me know what you think. A paranormal nightmare.
So much for a guard dog, huh? That bitch was gone. Gone.
Foreman brothers Josh and Rocky from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmare TV series were contacted by a woman named Linda who lives in Lancaster, Ohio. She says that ever since she moved into her house 3.5 years ago, she has been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity. The home has a very dark past. The house was built in the year 1900 on land that had once been a Civil War encampment. In the 1920s, a man mysteriously died in the home after an unexplained fall down the stairs. Years later, in the 1950s, it was used as a funeral home. It is also said that in the 1970s, a man tragically took the life of his wife in the living room before ending his own life. With a history like that, it's not surprising that Linda has experienced everything from unexplained loud crashing and dragging sounds to the voices and cries from a little boy and girl.
Is there evidence of it having that kind of dark history? Or is this just supposed from owner to try and spook them? People lie. That's what I want to know. Is this like legitimized? This is documented that this house has a darker history like that? Or is this just something that, people just say?
Her bed is shaken violently on many nights, and she says she has been touched and physically hit by something she cannot see. On occasion, she says that something has whispered her name in her ear. She has seen the apparition of a man in the basement, and one of the spirits in the home seems to be extremely violent and dangerous.
I moved here 3.5 years ago, so it would have been about 2017. I've been poked. I've had bruises on my legs. I've been shoved down the stairs. This stairwell right here, I got pushed down this about a month ago. I was about halfway down and got shoved from the back.
Now, taken on its own, Linda's claim that something tries to shove her down the stairs could simply be dismissed as random missteps or perhaps exaggeration. But she's not the first to experience strange activity in this home. The Foreman brothers contact the house's previous owner.
There was a whole lot of activity, and let's just say that I kind of slipped down the stairs a couple times when I didn't lose my footing. I was pushed, for sure.
Linda says that up in her attic bedroom, she often hears voices and whispering. One day she sets up a camera in her bedroom and actually catches some of the most terrifying EVPs you'll ever hear. Josh and Rocky Foreman go to investigate the old home and
Nah, that's too much. That's too much. What was that, a fucking 55-second EVP? Fuck out of here. That's bullshit. That sounded very, very, very heavily doctored audio file. Very heavily edited. Incredibly heavily edited. That's bullshit. No. I am 100% skeptic on that. Through and through. There's no way you capture something like that. Some of the most renowned EVPs captured in the world more so focus on the clarity of the words and the tone of the voice and the proof of it not being real than a whole minute of a conversation of just screaming help, gunshots, whatever that means. Okay, but gunshots on an EVP? That's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? Yikes. Let's continue.
hopes of capturing even more paranormal evidence and to help Linda with the aggressive and frightening paranormal activity in the home. Throughout the investigation, Josh and Rocky hear and capture very bizarre sounds that they can't explain.
Is there anyone in here with us?
You just hear that? Something just moved right behind me. I think it just moved something.
Those like sound the exact same. Like those three knocking noises sounded like the exact same with very minimal difference. Interesting.
Right here. Loud banging right next to me.
The two brothers capture the loud sounds of knocking and unexplained banging, but eventually things start to get a bit more physical.
What? Hold on.
Something just touched me.
Where at?
Right on my elbow. Felt like cobwebs. Just brushed up against me.
Did you touch Rocky?
The guest bedroom is said to be one of the most supernaturally active rooms in the house. So Josh decides to lie down on the bed to try to provoke the ghosts that haunt the house. It seems that he did provoke something.
Man, it feels cool around here. I mean, my...
Whoa.
I mean, my...
Whoa. I seen something.
Something just grabbed my foot. Grabbed my leg. Turn on the light.
No. Keep going. That's what we want.
It just grabbed my leg. It's under the bed.
Josh says that he sees a dark shadow figure at waist height moving towards Rocky. Rocky then feels something grab his leg, and it scares him so much that he accidentally breaks the mount on his camera and falls hard against the bed.
Whoa.
He scared him. Yeah, see, he started moving. He scared. They scared each other. That's the problem when you're walking around in the dark. Your mind starts making things up. Now, I'm not taking away the credit. They absolutely could have experienced something that's unexplainable and paranormal, but it is funny how he reacts by jumping and moving in the dark, and that kind of scares him because it's like milliseconds after. It's kind of funny.
Now, if you're familiar with the Foreman Brothers video...
What the fuck? Those guys twins? I didn't realize Fred Durst multiplied. That's crazy.
You know that they always stay calm and composed whenever they see or hear anything during an investigation. So to see both Josh and Rocky so freaked out in this footage, it just makes the video even more compelling. So did Josh and Rocky Foreman catch the ghosts that are haunting Linda in her home? And just what grabbed Rocky's ankle? And should Josh have cared a little more?
Turn on the light.
No, keep going. That's what we want.
It just grabbed my leg.
Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more great supernatural investigations over on their YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmare TV series. Hide and Seek. Popular Spanish YouTuber and paranormal explorer Ricky Velasquez frequently does live streams while exploring allegedly haunted locations in Mexico. In his live stream, Ricky and his friends Nazi and Eliza are exploring a haunted house in Ciudad Guzman, Mexico that is said to be inhabited by the ghost of a little girl. But Ricky believes it's possible that this little girl spirit might not actually be a little girl at all, but something else. Something dark and sinister. When Ricky tries to provoke a reaction.
So in the paranormal world, I don't know if many of you know this, but it's fairly known that sightings and experiences with an entity in the shape or look like of a little girl, it usually they write it off as it's more than likely not the spirit of a little girl. It is the spirit of a demon forming itself as a little girl, something innocent to try and lure the living. That's the idea of it all, is the demon can't show itself in its true presence because that obviously would scare people away, and the demon wants to lure people in, so it takes the form of an innocent little girl to try and lure people into it. But I mean, it's kind of funny how it works differently now, because to be honest, I'd rather see a demon than some freaky ghost little girl. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, just seeing a demon probably would scare me less than seeing a freaky ghost girl, tiny little girl. Yeah. So they need to change their game plan, those demons, because what they got going for them now isn't working anymore.
By asking the little girl ghost to play hide and seek with them, things quickly take a turn toward the very bizarre.
Ahí estamos en el espejo. Estamos en la casa de la niña. Uy. ¿Qué fue ese ruido? Si sientes aquí mismo que está encerrado, ¿y cómo se siente? Vamos a jugar a las escondidas, niña.
Michael Jackson. When did you get in Mexico? What are you doing in Mexico, MJ? What are you doing? What are you doing in that little town in Mexico, huh? Hold on, my dog is barking. the hell is Michael Jackson doing in this video? That was Michael Jackson. Changed my mind. That wasn't a girl. That was him going. It was at least the first part of him going. It was more like a. That was MJ, man. It's fucking moonwalking in the background.
Ricky and his friends are gathered in the haunted building's restroom when they hear the unexplained moan of a child coming from somewhere inside the room with them. They quickly run out and into the hall. However, the hallway doesn't seem much safer.
Niña.
Next thing you hear is Chamona.
¿Te acuerdas de mí? Hola. Ay, please.
What was it, just like a door slamming?
The group is spooked when they hear a loud, unexplained bang. Now they run right back into the restroom. After taking a moment to calm down, they continue their investigation. Ricky looks into the bathroom mirror and captures something absolutely chilling.
Niña. Niña.
Did you see it? Ricky and his two friends have no idea that they are not alone as Ricky captures what appears to be a figure right.
Oh, you mean his friend that's investigating with him? It's too convenient. Yeah, that's obviously too convenient. Like, look at how he's just shooting that. Look at the angle that he's shooting that in, where it shows like a sliver of like what's behind him, just so that way someone can poke their head around. It's one of those too convenient things that it's like, all right, that's leaning more so towards a setup. Could not be. I'm not gonna write it off entirely. You know, that's for you to decide and me to kind of shit on as much as I can. But yeah, that's a little too convenient for my taste.
Behind him, visible at the edge of the mirror's reflection. But what happens next terrifies them all.
Si ves eso en el espejo, se ve como manchas así,
Looks
como
like stains.
rostros. Oye, ¿está corriendo arriba? Ay, güey. Oye. Oye. Ven. Ven, 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 ven. Ven.
What was
Ricky
that?
casually films the mirror once again, and both he and his friends see something strange in the reflection. When Ricky turns around, he is shocked to his core as the apparition of a little girl appears in the restroom.
Nah. That's too much. That's too much. You know, it's good for the chills, gives you little goosey bumps, you know, because it's almost leaning towards it just being a horror movie, like a short horror film, but it's too much. That's, if this was real and undoctored, it would just be something astonishing. It'd be one of the greatest clips of all time, because not only did you capture a full body apparition, it has depth, it has detail, it has facial expressions, it has clarity in its face. You can see its eyebrows, its eyes, its nose, its mouth. So it's not real, because everyone would know about this clip. Anyone that has any sort of interest whatsoever, and probably beyond of paranormal activity, would know about this clip. You know, because there are videos out there that still remain completely unknown, that have gone through the trials of people trying to prove it wrong and to be fake, and it stood the test of time, that everyone has seen. You know, people would know about this clip if it was able to stand against the test of time and the test of scrutiny of people trying to prove that it's false. So it's a good clip. Sends chills up your spine, but I'm leaning towards this is fake for sure.
With them, Ricky and his friends run from the haunted house in terror, and the live stream investigation ends right there. So did Ricky catch the ghost of a little girl live on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? Again, it's up to you to decide. You can check out this paranormal investigation and all of Ricky's investigations over on his YouTube channel, Ricky Velasquez. Alone in the Dark. Reddit user RUAmyC143 and her 17-year-old son have been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity after moving into their new home in Massachusetts. Amy doesn't know much about the history of the house other than that it was built in 1895, so one can only imagine the events that might have taken place in the house over the last 126 years. Amy says she has heard strange noises in the middle of the night, loud banging, the sound of locked doors somehow opening and closing, and the crash of what sounds like heavy objects falling on the floor. Their personal items mysteriously disappear. And strangest of all, their pets, 2 dogs and a cat, often exhibit very strange behavior.
Mama, what's over there?
Didn't we just see this in the last video? I think we did. All of these guys are sharing the same clips. Yeah, no, we did see this. The figure running back and forth right there. Okay, we will skip past this one.
Uninvited. Popular Korean ghost hunt live streamer Michael from the YouTube channel Docha Michael explores an abandoned house that is said to be haunted. When Michael arrives at the location, even before he has a chance to enter the building, strange things start to happen.
Oh, really?
뭐야? 뭐야? 와! 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 대놓고 비친다. 와! 대놓고 비친다.
As soon as Michael starts recording and is just about to enter the old abandoned house, a wheelchair starts to move all on its own. Now obviously Michael is shocked by what he just witnessed, but he has no idea that things are about to get even creepier.
The place doesn't look that abandoned, if I'm being honest. There's like a lot of stuff right there that doesn't look like it's been sitting there for too long.
But he has no idea that things are about to get even creepier.
What is with this hand? What are you gonna do? Fucking electrocute him with your fingertips? What, do you got the force? What are you doing with that hand, dude? This isn't a first-person fucking video game. What are you doing? This isn't. You're not in Resident Evil. You're not in Silent Hill. Come on, man. What's that hand doing?
Something seems to pound on a door, catching Michael's attention. Then the door suddenly swings open on its own. Creepiest of all, whoever or whatever was pounding on the door seems to be hiding behind a curtain and
You can see someone grab it. Right here. Let's watch that again. Turn this baby down to quarter speed. Mute it so that way it doesn't hurt our ears. But right here, you can see someone grab the top of it. Boom. They grabbed it, pulled it. You can see it, and then they let go of it right there. Fake. Fake. Come on, man. It took us, what, 10 seconds of playing it in slow, playing it in quarter speed to just be able to instantly be like, that's fake. I immediately am off put by these type of videos, especially when he does something stupid like puts his hand like that in front of the camera to try and make it feel like you're the one experiencing this and not him, because that just means it's a show. It's not real life recording or real and live stream as well. This was planned. This was set up. You go hide in this room. I walk in this way. There are cues that I give for you to know and do these things. The hand is it sends multiple red flags on that little thing that you're doing. Sends multiple red flags. And I don't like it. Let's continue.
and quickly moves away. When Michael runs over, there's no one there. Just
yeah, no one's there because they had time to leave, because the whole time, for some reason, you're just filming the floor and your feet. You're not filming where it was grabbed. You're not filming the curtain that was opened and closed. You're just filming your freaking feet and the floor.
Quickly moves away. When Michael runs over, there's no one there. Just an empty room. Later into the
That was like 10 seconds. Someone could easily just go hide around the corner really quick. It's too obvious. Too many things are adding up to make it seem fake. You know?
Investigation, Michael finds a mirror on top of a makeup table. This is when things get downright chilling.
Mm-hmm. What did that say? Real stomach sound. Do they think that, like, we've never watched a horror movie before? Like, if you're gonna set something up, don't make things so, I don't want to say obvious, because obvious isn't the correct word. Don't make things so exaggerated to where you're pushing it to being horror and not just ghost caught on camera, live footage, blah 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 blah, all that. You're making it a horror movie. Everyone has watched a horror movie and something moves behind them in the background in a mirror. It's like one of like the oldest tricks that was started in, like, I think the 90s, maybe earlier on with more underground movies, but I remember seeing it in movies made in the 90s. It's also convenient that when the footsteps get closer to him, he just suddenly is like, oh, and just films the floor once again for just 10 seconds. How convenient. What a coincidence. That couldn't have been planned. And then he's just making all of these noises so that way the footsteps are masked. Nobody rubs their stomach like this, dude. Oh. It's so set up. Footsteps get close so they can hear it, so he puts the camera down so the guy can walk away, and then just starts like, oh, my stomach is growling so much. Like, what are you doing? No. Your stomach starts growling, you go, oh, I'm hungry. My stomach is growling. I don't, just give it like a hardcore massage. And now he turns around. Still filming the floor.
The ghost hunter's stomach suddenly starts to grow.
You've been filming the floor for like 30 seconds. Come on, man.
Growl from hunger, and he is so distracted rubbing his belly that he doesn't even notice that someone or something is walking up right behind him. But when he turns around, again, there's just no one there. Michael has no idea what he just captured on camera. He continues his exploration of the creepy abandoned building. Now Michael hears a sound coming from the same curtain he filmed earlier. When he gets close to the curtain to find an explanation to the strange sound, this happens. Something seems to punch at Michael through the curtains.
Oh, it definitely couldn't be his friend. Oh, it can't be someone he knows that's hiding behind a curtain that you can't see through. Again, with the hand, man. This is bad. It's good for its intended purpose. To try to fool you and to try to make it feel like you're in a horror movie. But this isn't what we're watching. It's supposed to be scary ghost videos. You know, things that are supposed to make you believe and things that are unexplainable. We have been able to explain very easily every single step of this individual video. The whole thing. This is bad, man. Come on, Nuke. You don't have to upload everything that your viewers send you. You don't. Filter through this crap, man. I mean, I get it. You get millions of views anyway. Doesn't really matter. People are going to watch your shit. I get it. That's fine. But, like, for me personally, I want to see stuff that I can't explain. Things that I could try to write off, but there's no way I could be like, that's what it is. Excuse me. You upload something like this, and like I said before, we've been able to hit it every single step of the way in this video. That's what that is. That's what this is. That's convenient. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's too predictable. Way, way too predictable. Come on, man.
Understandably, he is terrified by the strange attack and makes a run for it. So did Michael capture evidence of something paranormal?
The only thing is this. When I was watching it the first time, I was like leaning. I was like trying to see what is grabbing this handle. Because the whole freaking time, you can't quite see the handle. There's a part where you can, and it would have been tough to pull this one off without showing that there's someone's hand grabbing the handle to move the chair physically. This was probably the most impressive thing out of this whole video on his #1 spot. Was this wheelchair. The rest was just hogwash. It was bullshit. This one was actually pretty decent. This one took some thought to pull off, Because I'm guessing if the rest of these things were faked, this is obviously faked. But this one was the most impressive. It was very well filmed. His reactions were a bit underwhelming, but you can only expect so much from a YouTube actor. But yeah, okay, I think this is the end of the video for Nukes. We're going to cut it off there. Oh my gosh, stop. Okay. We're going to cut it off there, and that is going to do it for today's video. I'm not too impressed with that video, if I'm being completely honest. That was a little underwhelming for Nuke's video. Nuke usually has really good content, which is why he's one of the most known in the scene for these chilling ghost caught on camera type of videos. That one was bad. That one was really bad. I mean, it could just because we ended it on a sour note of obviously horrible, horrible content of what it's trying to prove to be real. It's just awful. I wasn't too impressed. You had the Michael Jackson little girl, and then you got this freaking idiot running around thinking that his viewers are wanting a live action horror first person shooter experience. But yeah, that is going to have to do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you enjoyed, please, please, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps. If there's something that you noticed that I didn't, please leave a comment. I love talking to you guys and hearing you guys' opinions. If there's something you think I should have gone into further detail about, or if there's something you think that I was wrong about, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's going to have to do it for this one, and I will see you guys in the next video.